Hey, what's good, everybody? It's me, your hero, Benjamin Banks, and you're watching Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks and joining me on this episode review for My Hero Academia, Season 5, Episode 10, That Which Is Inherited, is my co-host, Trav. How you doing today, bro?
Chilling.
Hey.
Get this thing going.
It's Sunday, and Sunday is definitely a chill day, man. There's a lot of stuff going on today. Going to be hanging out with some friends. Going to be watching the AEW pay-per-view tonight, so double or nothing. I'm looking forward to it. What you got planned for today?
I'm gonna be watching the pay-per-view. I got some burgers that we cooking on the grill. I'm kicking it with the kids.
Okay. It sounds nice, man. So,
and I'm excited about today's episode.
Oh, me too, man, bro. Really good episode.
Not even just that. You know, we had our very first episode for this season. You unleashed some spoilers. Oh no, it was the reaction video for the trailer. You released some spoilers.
I'm glad that you brought that up.
We've reached the destination.
I'm glad you brought that up because I was going to bring it up too, man. And I remember when I had said it because I was just so excited when I saw it in the reaction video for, I believe it was either the second or the third trailer. People in the comments was just like, spoilers.
But here's the thing, though. Now, I don't feel like it was a spoiler. Because when you said it, I thought Black Whip was a person. The way you said it.
Yeah.
I thought Black Whip was like this villain for the season. That's how I took it. I didn't know Black Whip was going to be a quirk.
A quirk, yes. Yeah, and I'm gonna try not to, jump too far ahead into the future. But before we do this review, make sure that you like the video, you subscribe to the channel, and you hit that bell button so that way that you're always notified when we have new content here on Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks. So let's go ahead and get into it, Trav.
Hey,
but before we do it,
like the homie D always says, podcast in the description.
Hey, I almost kind of skimmed over it, but that's why I took it back a little bit. And that's why I gave you the finger point like Jotaro and most of the characters in JoJo.
Hit me with that Uncle Sam. We want you.
I just don't got the hat on. But no, but yeah, I'm glad that you brought up the whole Black Whip thing because, it is a new quirk that Deku has. And we find out in the episode that All Might, he didn't even know about, being able to access different quirks from the vestiges inside of One For All. And him and Gran Torino, they have a conversation where Nana and Gran Torino had talked before. And even she wasn't even able to, unlock these abilities. But Deku is the first, and it's something interesting that one of the users says about Deku is that he's the one. He's the one that One For All was meant for. And he's not at 100% yet, which is what he tells him. I don't believe that that user tells Deku which user he is or what his name is either. But hopefully we find out some more about that in next week's episode. I was really excited about this. Let's take it back a little bit. So this is the start of round 5, the final round between Class 1A and Class 1B. On Class 1A, you got Deku, Uraraka, Mina, and Mineta. And then on Class 1B, you have Reiko, whose hero name is Emily, and her quirk is Poltergeist. Then you have Shota, whose quirk is Minds, and his quirk isn't Minds. His quirk is Twin Impact, but his hero name is Minds. And I love his outfit because it reminds me of like Saiyan battle armor in a way. He even has on the Scouter and whatnot. But yeah, his quirk is Twin Impact. Then you have Monoma, whose quirk is Copy, and his hero name is Phantom Thief. Now, Trav, when you saw that name, did you think about the Phantom Thieves?
No, I thought you were going to ask me if I thought about JoJo. Like, for real.
But there's nobody in JoJo that's a Phantom Thief. But the funny thing that you say that is that the Persona series, if you've never played the Persona series, Persona 5, the characters in that, they're known as the Phantom Thieves. Right. That's their name, their gang name. And the Persona series, it does take inspiration from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. So I can understand why you would think that.
Well, isn't there a JoJo called like Phantom Blood or something?
Yeah, Phantom Blood. That's the
Yeah.
first. That's the first part.
Okay, so that's what I thought this was going.
Oh no. I know I always talk about JoJo, but I was going to actually talk about the Persona games this time.
I definitely think they took this from Persona.
Oh, for sure. I mean, because you can even look at his outfit.
Yep. It's super Persona-ish.
It looks like a Persona outfit. So yeah, you got that. Then of course they have Shinso on their team, and we already know his quirk.
So that's 5 people, right?
Yeah, they got 5 people, and then you have Yu, and her hero name is Rule, and her quirk is Size. Now, to explain their quirks, because I know I just said what the quirk and the names were. With Rule, she can either make something small or big.
Inanimate objects.
Yeah, it can be a living object. Then, of course, Phantom Thief, Monoma copy. He can copy anybody's quirk as long as he touches them. And then his quirk is Twin Impact, where it's just like if he throws something at you, he can throw it at you again, but it will be more impactful. So if I threw a baseball at Trav, then a second baseball would come and it would be more powerful than the first throw. And then Poltergeist, Emily, she can, pretty much pick up things like a ghost. So that's everybody in Class 1A versus Class 1B. I love how with this round, they didn't just go, right into it like all the other rounds, Trav. So like when Deku was fighting against Monoma, now did you think that he had Shinso's quirk, and like that's the reason why he was asking Deku all of those questions, so that way that he could trick him?
No, because I had already seen this dude in prior episodes, and he don't shut up. So he's constantly like maneuvering like questions and trying. I don't know what his motives are, but he's constantly asking questions to people. So no, honestly, I thought he was just trying to get inside Deku's head.
I mean, when you think about it, like when you play video games with people, that's something that some people do. Like I know I'm one of those people where it's like if I'm playing a fighting game with somebody, I'm going to constantly be talking crap so that way I can get in their head, because when you get in somebody's head, then you distract them. And
that don't bother me. You know what I do? Right. I'd be like, ooh, shouldn't have done that. Or I'll make up stuff to make them think that they did something wrong when really I'm just saying it. Bro, I do that to Kylie all the time playing Connect 4. I'm like, I wouldn't have put that there. And she's
now that's funny. Now, I will say that Trav's daughter, Kylie, like I've played Connect 4 with her many times.
Very competitive.
And she finally beat me one time. And I praised her for it, because it's like usually like I always destroy her, and like I'll say stuff to like Trav seen me play with her. It's like I'll be going really fast and everything to make her think, but it's just like she's got me a couple of times where it's like it's come to draws, but she did finally beat me, and I gave her props for that. But she's definitely competitive. She's getting there.
Oh yeah,
she gets that from her daddy. You know what I'm saying? So but yeah, to take it back on to My Hero Academia, I did think that he had Shinso's quirk. Just because, like, I mean, you said he already talks to people a lot as is, but it felt like Deku knew that something was going on. Deku knew that if he answered them, that something was going to happen. And Shinso, he was in the area, and he had used Uraraka's voice to make it sound like that she was in trouble, but nobody answered it, which was good thinking on everybody's part, because of course Deku was the only one that was by himself. But Uraraka, Mina, and Mineta, they were all together. So they already knew that it was Shinso. Now, Deku, he goes ahead and he unleashes the Black Whip, which is something that he can't control. And then we find out that he can't control this because he was angry. He wasn't using his heart, which is what the user tells Deku, that it's just like he needs to remain calm in order for him to control these quirks, because Deku thought that he was already doing a good job. And I feel like that this is the cool thing for Deku, because it's just like just when he thought that he had One for All under control, he didn't. But Trav, like, how did you feel about like when the Black Whip, like it was just destroying everything in its path?
Yeah, I got so many questions though, because like, how do you access it? Why is he angry? During this battle, it's weird to me that Deku would be angry, and a battle where nothing really is at stake or whatever.
Yeah.
And then you see the how powerful this thing can be and the emergence of the user and stuff like that. And not to get too far ahead, but when what's her name, Nana?
Yeah.
When they go back to that and she tells Gran Torino that they came forward and said now's not the time.
Yeah.
It was talking about being able to access these other quirks.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was saying early on. Yeah, you're right. And I mean, it's the same thing because even All Might, he didn't know what it meant because it was something that had never been brought up to him as well. But I want to kind of piggyback off of what you were saying, like when you said, why was Deku angry? The reason why he was angry was because, remember, Monoma had asked Shinso, what did he say to Deku in order to, make him angry during the sports fest? And he said, all I did was just talk about his friends. And that's exactly what Monoma was doing. So Deku, he is very protective when it comes to his friends and whatnot. And because Deku was thinking to himself that if I say something, then he's going to be able to get me. But at the same time, it was making Deku angry as well. So that's the reason why when he unleashed the Black Whip, he couldn't control it. It was going everywhere. And one of the sweetest moments was when he was sitting there screaming, he was telling everybody, run, get out of here. And I love that everybody, they stopped fighting because it's just something is wrong with Deku. Even Azawa, Vlad, and All Might, they went to the battlefield because it was just what the hell is going on here? Something's going on with Deku and he needs help. And who comes in to save Deku? The girl that's right on the screen right now with her thumb up. Uraraka. And bro, I did not time that. That's awesome that Uraraka was on the screen.
That's right.
But she came in and she hugged him and she was just like, Deku, calm down. And I just love the backstory for Uraraka, where it showed when she was a kid and she saw the hero helping somebody, and that's what made her want to be a hero. And one of the questions that she said to herself is, who protects the heroes when they are hurting? And bro, I just felt like that was such a powerful statement because it's you have these heroes that have the quirks, and it's just if they're in pain or if they're suffering, who really helps them for real?
The heroes, though.
They're I mean, yeah. So I'm glad that I'm glad that she jumped up there and she saved Deku, and she was holding on to him, and they
straddled my man.
Yeah, they were going everywhere, and she looked at Shinso and she said, Shinso, you got to control this dude. And Shinso, he took the mask off, and he was just he thought about the time where he fought Deku, and then he said, Deku, let's fight. And Deku looked at him and just said, ooh, yeah. And that's what broke it. And when Deku was under the control, that's when he was able to talk to one of the past users of One for All. And that's what, Trav was saying, where he told him, he's just yo, you got to calm down.
Well, that's interesting too, though, because remember, he was covered in the stuff and he couldn't talk to the user. He can only listen.
Yeah.
And the user was like, does this man not talk?
Yeah. Where's your face at?
You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah. So it's I wonder, that has to be something. You know what I mean? It has to be something.
Yeah. It's definitely because Deku isn't at 100% yet. And that's something that they said is that, he is going to be the one, but he's just not there yet. I was glad that while all of this was going on, we still got to see the other teammates in Class 1B and 1A go at it and whatnot. And I love how they were using Mineta as the scout, so that way that he could put traps up everywhere, so that way he could. It was kind of like fishing. You put the bait out, and if somebody gets stuck in it, then you can go for it. But they were tricking Mineta with Emily, where she was using her poltergeist quirk, where she had just put some stuff up there so that way that they could find them and they could go out and attack them. So all in all, really good episode. I love the relationship / friendship between Deku and Uraraka, because Uraraka, she knew that something was wrong and she was there for her friend. And if nobody else could do it, it's just it would have to be Uraraka. Imagine if Uraraka wasn't in this round with them, who, if it was Momo or even if it was Sue, I don't think that they would have been able to, you know, calm Deku down or
No.
at least try to attempt to save him.
Mm-mm.
So, Trav, final thoughts on the episode.
Yeah, great episode. I was a little shocked that the battle was gonna continue. Like, I thought they were gonna put a cease to the battle, and that's kind of how the tournament thing or whatever was gonna end. But no, they right back at it, dude. They gonna finish this thing up, and we gonna see. It's looking like Deku's gonna control Black Whip this next episode and use it.
Yeah. I can't wait to see what's gonna happen next. I want to see if Deku and Shinso or if they're gonna have a rematch. That's what I'm looking forward to, because when they first fought each other, they were both young and using their quirks and whatnot. And you know, now that Deku kind of has a better control over it, and now that he has control over Black Whip, from what it seems, I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to happen next. Also, too, I want to know if Monoma, because he can steal people's quirk, will copy them. Do you think that he'll be able to copy One for All from Deku and use it?
Well, that's when I think you gotta break it down and see what specifically is just One for All. I don't feel like we as viewers know what exactly it is, because there's so much. I mean, I guess it's just like power.
Yeah, that's what I would think it is.
Like just super strength or whatever. So I really don't see it being beneficial to him.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I mean, because it could be similar, like no, never mind. I was thinking about what is her name? Toga, and how she can turn into people, but she can't use their quirks though. So now, so now, never mind about that. But yeah,
hey, and maybe we'll get some answers in the comments section.
Yeah, hey, let us know how you felt about this episode in the comments. Did you like it? Did you hate it? What do you think is going to happen next? Let us know. We'll respond to you. Thank you, everybody, for watching this video review for My Hero Academia Season 5, Episode 10, That Which Is Inherited. Trav, let them know where they can find you at in social media land.
Hey, that's right. You can find me on the Instagrams at ZK Audio, and also on the Twitter at TRAVIOSZK. And of course, we looking for a hero. Where we gonna find one?
Well, look, if Deku needs somebody to hold him, I'll jump up there and hold him too. And you can find me, your hero, Benjamin Banks, at KingBenji_Banks on Twitter and Instagram. And you can look me up on Facebook at Benjamin Banks. I should be the first person to pop up. If not, then I need to contact Mr. Zuckerberg. Thank you again for watching this review. Make sure that you check out some of our other reviews and interviews that we have up here on the channel. Like I always say, keep that pinky up and stay positive. We'll see you next time on Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks. Peace.
Thanks again, everybody, for watching another episode of Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe to the channel. Podcast, we got that too. Make sure you give us a thumbs up and hit that bell for further episodes and notifications. Thanks a lot to our patrons. And if you don't mind, join the Patreon. We'll be having new specials coming up soon.